All right, here we go. Evergotlost, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, bro. Can't complain. Okay.
Sure.
Like myself.
Thank you for coming on by to the Lens of Yashu, and it's your first time, and I guess this would be like your first ever interview.
Not my first one, but definitely my first one of the first. Like this is early shit for sure.
True,
I
true.
appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And shouts out Jer too, bro. That shit
Yeah.
hard.
Shout out to Jer. Check out his photos, like either way too, as well. Honestly, yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
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 we're
yeah.
but yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah. So I just want to start off with one big question because it's kind of like the unknown in a way. So like where did you grow up, and like was your city, like hometown or neighborhood, like a big place for music in terms of being like an industry like city, or just like as a community?
I grew up mainly in Bakersfield and Fresno. So out in Bakersfield, it's like it's country folks. Like they fuck with country. Like Buck Owens is their God and Savior. And then about sixth grade, I moved out to Fresno, and everybody in Fresno, kind of just on hood shit. Like everybody just wanted to like get bread and stack up, and not if you step on my shoes, I won't step on yours type shit. So it was definitely more hip hop influence once I moved over to Fresno. And then I never fucked with country. Bakersfield was fucking gross, bro. I hate Bakersfield.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was never anywhere too big, too music based. I would say it's just some dirty ass towns of people trying to grip grain.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Bakersfield, it's close to like San Diego and like Carlsbad, which is like kind of like
Yeah,
where like Tony Hawk like lived around there. So
yeah, it's dirty, bro. It's like 2 hours from LA, so you would think like, oh, cool, but nah, it's armpit. Like it's desert. There's nothing pretty. Like it's dirty as fuck. And then you go up to Fresno, and it's like a bigger Bakersfield, but with cooler people.
true, true. Yeah,
Like,
I actually thought like it was like San Diego, like, but actually, yeah, it's actually from LA. Like, because I kind of get confused with like Bakersfield and like Carlsbad for a bit too, because they kind of have like more of like the skate origins and stuff like that. So yeah,
I don't know what just happened.
I have no idea.
Did this shit crash?
I think it's crashing on your point, but I literally have. Oh, now it's working right
Oh,
now.
there we go.
Yeah,
Damn. I
yeah,
don't know what happened. My
yeah.
bad.
And I think Fresno too. Fresno's like also close to LA. And
Yeah, it's about 4 hours out.
true, true. And with Fresno, it's more. There's like a lot of like Mexican communities there, as well as like
Yeah.
other like communities as well. So as far as like your ethnicity, I guess you're like Caucasian or Spanish or.
I'm Latino and Native American and Irish and Welsh and shit like that. I'm a mutt.
Oh, true, true.
It's just hard.
So I guess like for which like native region, like the Navajo, or like more in
Blackfoot
the.
Cherokee.
Oh, the Cherokee. Oh, true, true.
Is there?
Yeah, because we really don't hear like a lot of like native like origins like around North America. It's kind of more of a Canada thing, because like being from Toronto, you hear more about like Aboriginal and First Nations people like alike, but like in America, it's not that like well known as much in a way. So
Yeah, nah, it's all America in America, bro. It fucking sucks. I'm trying to leave this shit as soon as I can. I hate it. I fucking hate it here, bro.
yeah, I know what you mean. So what was like your musical background and history like, and what made you decide on wanting to become like a rapper and like singer-songwriter?
Growing up, it was always just natural type shit. Like I got videos 1 years old with a mic in my hand, like trying to say something, you feel me? But my mom is a singer, my dad's a singer. They were in bands and shit. My brother plays drums, my other brother plays guitar. So like it just goes throughout the little family tree we got. But once I hit like once I started to watch music videos a lot growing up, like maybe six type shit, it was when I started watching like fucking Californication, like those music videos, bro. Like fucking just crazy. I wanted to be Anthony Kiedis, like from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
That's still like one of my main influences. Like just watching the Under the Bridge video, like just anything I could get my hands on, bro. Like some Pearl Jams, just like Nirvana. Like I was just trying to fuck it up because my dad was like really into some rock and Slayer and all that shit. So I would get a lot of that from him. And then one summer, my brother moved back from Nashville, and he had a whole new list of music to show me. So that was just like, that was when I got into the trap, like Suicide Boys, Puya, Fat Nick, and all them fools. And it just evolved from there. Started listening to Sosa, da 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 da, and just, but still listening to, you know, the shits that I was listening back as a kid, mixing them, doing all that shit. So yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It like really came strictly like with the music. I did like notice like a lot of like trap influences from there and like the whole like lo-fi sound. And I just want to get into like this other question too. So apart from like listening to like the Puya and like the Buffet Boys, as well as like Fat Nick and like Chief Keef and Rock as well, like what artists or genres are you also like mainly influenced by? And like in the future, like when you do start to blow up, like which artists would you like to work with someday actually?
Well, my biggest influence, my two biggest influences when I started the music were Joji and Lil Peep. And then from there, like after a few months of making music, everybody was like, "Oh, you sound like Peep, you sound like Joji." So I was like, "Fuck that, I gotta sound like Ever." You know what I mean? So I just tried to start evolving my shit, and then yeah, from there I just fucking ran with it, bro. I don't really. What was the second part of the question? My bad.
Like in the future, who would you like to like work with someday? So let's say if
Oh shit.
like if you were to be like bigger than ever, or if you still want to like remain on your scene, like which artists would you like to work with, like you know, like in collaboration on a song someday or like on a project?
I'm working with a lot of folks in the underground right now, but for bigger artists, Gene Dawson, bro, Blade, fucking the full Joji, like just people like that. I want to produce something for Sosa. I don't really think I could hop on a track with him, but I'm hot on the beats too, so I could do anything for that fool. Aries, you know who Aries is?
Yeah, I think because there's like two Aries. One's like a photographer out of like Atlanta, and I think another. I think also he worked with like Little Skies, or also like someone in the underground scene, like Danny Wolf.
Oh yeah.
I think so because like there's like two areas that like I kind of like remember. I just remembered like one being an artist who might have worked with like Little Skies. I don't know if that's like true or not. Or
I don't think he has, but he's like he started making like little like how to make this beat in 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Them type of videos. And then he
yeah,
dropped this one music video one time, bro, Sayonara, and it was raps from there. Now he fucking goated. So that fool, a lot of people like I just gotta think of it because what I really want to make like big ass collaborative projects, bro. Like it's one thing once I can use live instruments and shit, it's over. Like, cause I don't have access. I record in my fucking closet. This isn't even my closet. I'm nomadic as fuck, bro. I'm in Vegas right now. Like, I'm leaving in a few days. I just hate this shit. But yeah, I record in the closet on some Apple headphones. So it's literally, I don't know, bro. I just got to keep fucking working. And once I'm there, I can take a look around and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that fool. Like, you want to do something? Okay, yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I feel like it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. What do you like? I know this isn't like in the question, but what do you think about Chief Keef like producing like his own stuff? Do you
All right.
feel like it's pretty hard?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love when people produce their own shit, bro. Like, uh, it adds a more, you know, that's their head. That's even more of their head. It's not it's a lot more personal of an experience to listen to that shit, and because it's really from the artist to you. You know what I mean? That's why I'm really, really like glad to be able to produce my shit, because and engineer my shit too. Because like I don't know why I can. I just can, which is fucking tight. And other people can't, which sucks because I think they feel a sort of disconnect, you know, in a way with their own art. You know, they got to hand it over to somebody else in order for it to sound crisp and shit. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. That's something different.
yeah,
But it's definitely no diss to folks who don't produce their own shit, you know? But just practice, please, because make your art your own. I don't know. But collaborative shit's cool too. That, like I said, I used to do, you know, tight beats and shit like that. I ain't used a
yeah,
tight beat in like a
yeah.
year or so. So I'm like, I've been focusing on me, the homie Willie, talking to the homie Rem. Like, I'm just trying to stop using the fucking alternative rock type beat, like some XXX Tentacion type beat. Like it's trippy, bro. I saw I got like Ever type beats and shit now, so it's weird, bro. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean too. And like with this one question that kind of like aligns the whole chief key question, since from Jur, he told me that you like mix, produce, and write all of your own stuff too. And in like one of the questions that I had, since you do all of that, do you feel like it's more easier for you to do that than rely on producers and engineers? And like I know that you said earlier that like it's better for artists to do it like on their own than like having a team. Do you still have like that whole like same opinion like either way in terms of like longevity, or do you feel like at a certain point you would need like a team to work for you like in the future?
I definitely I'm making a record company like as we speak. Like I'm just because I've been like since I was a kid I had this thing called Ever Records, and it's just an idea. But these last few months, like people have been like hitting me up and like offering to work for me, which is fucking weird. So I didn't really like, I think I'm definitely gonna need a team eventually, you know what I mean? But for now, like it's heart and soul, like it's nothing but me. Like, but I got like my homies and shit. Like I got fools like the supporters and shit. Like if you support me, bro, that you're my team. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck, bro. That shit's fire. I appreciate that shit. So either way, like I'm gonna definitely need a team though, bro. I'm gonna have a whole fucking headquarters, goddamn fucking Avengers helicarrier.
No doubt, no doubt. And for Willie, I know that you said like you had a person like on your team named Willie. I guess his name's like Willie G, like in a way, or
Yeah, that's my boy.
oh, true. And I think you had this one tape, the Willie G EP. I guess that was like inspired by him. So tell me like more about that project in a way as well.
I'd Smoke Perp on a Bean, the peep track with Perp.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Willie produced that. So that's one of my favorite tracks of all time. So I remixed it and I was gonna put me, the homie Alex, and the homie Bray on it.
Oh, true.
Bray went cold turkey. I never sent it to Alex because I wanted Bray on it first, and it was just me on the track. So I was like, fuck, I got like 2 empty verses, like what the fuck. So then I edited the tracks. I edited my Smoke Perp on a Bean remix together with the real track, blended them, sent it to Will. I was like 16. I didn't know what the fuck. Like I just sent it to bro. Like I don't know, bro. And next thing I know, he hits me up. Hey, this is fire. What's good? What are you trying to do? I'm like, oh, swear. Okay. I have $15. I can shoot this to you, bro. This is all I have. And he said, yeah, send that shit. I shot him 15. He said, pick 4 beats. I picked 4 beats, and the rest is history. Now we've been living together for a minute.
That's great. That's great, actually. And like apart from your other projects too, like I know that you had your album that was recently released, Ever's like album, like the Ever project, or like the Ever album, and then you have all your other tapes too, like the somehow, like the sometimes, like
Some days you dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, some days that's a funny story, bro. I was overhearing my mom one time saying some days are diamonds and some days are stones. And I thought she said some days you're dying and some days you're stoned. And I was like, that's fucking fire. Named my album that. And then I dropped it and she was like, yo, where did you get the name for the album, bro? That shit's fire. And I was like, you said that shit the other night. And she was like, nah, bro. I said some days are diamonds and some days are stones. I was like, oh shit. I don't give a fuck.
I know what you mean too. And like it's interesting because like every project, it always has like that whole like whiteboard with like black ink like written all over it. Like
yeah, I got that right here. Hold on. That's just my little sketchbook that I keep on me. Oh, never mind. It's in the living room. But yeah, I got this. I've kept sketchbooks since like as long as I can remember because I draw a lot. But it got to the point to where I really like Shel Silverstein. You feel me? The Giving Tree, all that shit. Yeah. And I just moved back to Bakersfield from Fresno. about 16, whatever, depressed as fuck, had no friends. I had friends, but it was the library, you feel me? Like, and then I was just reading Shel Silverstein, and I was like, I love bro's fucking illustration, bro. So I drew all the covers on one of my albums, the October album. And from there, I just started illustrating like little characters and myself. And then it really just built from there. But yeah, I keep sketchbooks on me, like fat ass fucking sketchbooks. And I just write in that bitch, take a picture of the writing, edit it around a little bit, and then boom, we got a cover. But I'm working on not doing that shit no more because everybody's drawing their shit now. Everybody's writing their shit on a white piece of paper.
No doubt, no doubt. And you know, like with the music videos too, they kind of also follow within the same like styles, like in some music videos, and then other like music videos, it's like the '90s like VHS type style, and then
Yeah,
like others, it's like the whole like paper cut like type style.
the lone
So
wolf shit, yeah.
yeah, so tell me more about like those like creative styles and like what inspired you to make these like type of music videos.
Well, my boy Tayden, uh, shouts out Tay, that's my boy. He's crazy with the visuals and like he started. Have you seen the "I'm in the Mountains" video?
Which music video?
It's called "I'm in the Mountains." It's like the papery South Park
Yeah,
looking one.
yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
I actually did see that one, like the more colored version. Like, yeah, it's
yeah.
actually I actually saw it like last night. It's actually like very creative in a way because like nowadays too, you don't see that many artists like doing that too. I think the most recent one that actually did that was, I think, Party Next Door, but he actually did his music video out of clay for
Oh shit.
the loyal like music video with him and like Drake. They did like more of the clay style, like where
Mm-hmm.
it's like animated in clay, and then
See,
a
I
lot
would
of
love to do that too. That's crazy.
yeah, a lot of people actually did that in a way too. Ofri Greedo worked on that. Trippy Red when he did the yellow music video for his last project.
I
A
haven't
lot
listened.
of people actually, yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited, bro, because literally it's shit. Like, bro he's making fucking pixel art right now. Like, he's working on like making like a 2D little game video and shit for one of Willie's beats. Like, he's off the fucking hook, bro. But
yeah,
like, it's cool because I'm off the hook too. So it's like,
yeah.
we come together, and that "I'm in the Mountains" video, it was funny. That was the first video he'd ever fucking made, type shit. Like one of them, and or like his second video he'd ever made. And he hits me up. I love your track. I made this video. Do what you please. And I thought he was big as fuck. I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. This is phenomenal. This is a big ass thing to me. And then like a couple months later, I dropped a video, yada yada, going all cool. And then I posted like a picture on my story, and I full Tay swipes up, and he's like, "Hey, that looks like Fresno, fool." I'm like, "It is Fresno. What you read?" And apparently, this fucker lived in Fresno, bro. And we linked up. Yeah, made the checks bleed, and now we live together.
No doubt,
This
no
is
doubt.
crazy.
Yeah. I think just getting back onto the questions like chronologically. So your style, like mainly of your style of music, mainly consists of like SoundCloud rap, alternative like trap, and like lo-fi music. Like usually with those genres, have people ever tried to morph you into like one genre? And do you feel that like as an artist that those labels are limiting to your craft, or if it's like something that like you're used to, like in a way? Because a lot of people like when they hear someone say like they have like a SoundCloud, he's like another like SoundCloud like rapper, even though
Yeah,
SoundCloud rappers are making different types of like music each and every day. So, how do you feel about that?
I've always hated the term SoundCloud rapper. I've never gotten it since I haven't gotten it since like sophomore year type shit, junior year. But it's it's fucked up, bro. Honestly, like the whole fucking how everybody feels towards SoundCloud rappers and shit like that. That's why I like got all my shit up on platforms. Like, and people at this point, people understand that I'm something completely different, and you can't fucking like. I just call myself an artist. I don't give a fuck. Like, call me what you want, bro. You can call me whatever you want. I know what I am, and I know what I stand for. Like, I don't give a fuck. But if I were to like be put into a box, I think it would be anti-pop, because that's the genre that Joji falls under. I think it would be around there, anti-pop, alternative trap type shit.
Yeah. And even like in some cases too, like most people might say that you're lo-fi just based on like certain like vibrations towards like certain productions, but like in some cases too, like you do have like high sounding like production and vocals like on those tracks, even though people like may consider it like lo-fi in a way. So
Yeah,
like
thank you. Yeah, I'm really trying to fucking up my production and shit right now. I'm trying to like make my voice clear and all that shit. Like Ever's album that I dropped, that's a really big step for me. But it's literally just evolution, bro. It's waterworks. I've been at this shit for 5 years and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. I'm sounding better and better by the days. Like everybody's just growing. It's fucking time to eat. I don't give a fuck.
true, true. And as well, like based on like your music and everything else incorporated, do you feel like certain fans compare you to like a certain artist, or do you feel like it's a coincidence, or would it be like something else? Because I know earlier a lot of people thought like you sounded like Little Peep. Do you feel like that those like style like that comparison might be true in a sense, or do you feel it's just something that's like a coincidence, you know?
No, it was more them calling me Joji. Like when I first started, like freshman year, everybody's like, "Damn, you sound like Joji." I was like, "Cool, that's not cool. Why am I saying cool right now?" No. So, but it was, it all made sense. He's my fucking favorite artist at the time, yada yada. And then, it really got to the point of like my friends all, dyeing their hair, doing all this dumb shit, trying to be like Peep. That really made me like step back and be like, wait, no, fuck that shit. So I really, when people compare me to certain artists, I understand it because that's what we do. We compare shit. But at the end of the day, everybody knows who I am. Like as ever, it's not like, oh, you're Joji too, like you're Lil Peep too. Nah, I'm fucking ever got lost, whatever you want to call me. That's what I am.
Yeah. Regardless or not, like I think with every artist, like it's good to like stay true to yourself in a way and like, not let the comparisons like get to you in a sense because
Yeah,
you know
I do not care at all, bro. I really don't give a fuck. Like I like I was gonna say some fucked up shit. Like I could kill myself right now, bro. Gone. Like I don't care. I do this shit because I need to fucking do it. Like I there's nothing else for me to do. If I get a job, fuck no. I cannot have a boss. I'm the boss. Like I'm making my own company, bro. I
yeah.
will kill myself before I work a 9 to 5. My bad for cutting you off.
Yeah, no, no doubt, no doubt. Nah, it's an interesting conversation. Like, I know that the questions might not be chronological, but like, I like the sense that an interview is kind of like this because it's more of a discussion, like
Yeah,
rather than like anything else too.
yeah,
And
hell yeah. That
like,
chemistry. That
yeah,
chemistry breaking in.
that's true, true. And you said that you're currently still in school right now. So would you say that you're still like in high school or
Yeah,
college or?
I'm a senior in high school. I just turned 18 last month.
Oh, true. So, how do you feel about like the whole style of like high school, like from when you started, like in a way? Because I know like high school now, it's way different than what other people are experiencing like right now, like for or like
Yeah.
in the future and all that. So, I
Yeah.
guess with high school, in your opinion, do you have like your sort of like thoughts or sort of
High
ideals?
school, dude, I fucking hate high school, bro. I cannot describe to you how many times I've tried to change the shit in a positive way, trying to
Yeah,
like start petitions and shit. Like, yo, we need this change. Who wants to help me change it? Nobody. Fuck you. God damn it. Like, why not, bro? So dumb. I believe like high school to me, bro. Once you leave middle school, it's really just fucking bullshit, bro. Like they don't teach you taxes. They don't teach you shit about cars. They don't teach you da 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 da. You name it, you don't know it. You know what I mean? Like shit is a waste of time. They really need to. There's my homie Tay. My homie Tay, he said like he grew up in the mountains and what they had was a system that was more like college in the sense that you choose a path that leans you towards what you're accustomed to. You feel me? So that's what I wish high school was like more. Same with my girlfriend. Like she said that shit was kind of like that too. But it's fucking Yeah, you're good, bro. It's just, I hate high school with all of my heart. It's a waste of time. I call my mom, like, every time my mom calls me talking about some fucking bullshit about school, I'm just like, I'm finna drop out if you tell me one more thing. Please, like, stop. It's enough stress, bro. Like, and then it kind of helps because with the whole Corona shit, you know how we're all online, all this bullshit, fucking dumb. I was in online school in middle school for a minute and got hella depressed, bro. And then I went back into normal school because I had to leave school for a minute. And then I went back to normal school. And then once we hopped back on the online, I just got hella triggered. And I was like, okay, fuck this. I'm not graduating, I guess. Like, I don't want to do this. So I'm finna graduate early. But at that shit, I'm skimming through, bro. Like, I'm a scholar, don't get me wrong, bro. But they just got nothing but bullshit to feed me. So I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
Yeah. I think like because like the problems that I see with like high school kind of like nowadays too, I feel like nowadays there's like free cases as well. With one like I know this has happened for like many years. They try to niche like the stereotypes of like what high school should be, like how the teacher should be, how students should be,
in
like
movies and shit like that.
Yeah, and it really doesn't work because a lot of people nowadays are kind of different from what those like stereotypes are. So like I think that's like one problem that most people do tend to see like when they think about high school. I think also it's weird too, and it's never really explained as well. But like usually like accountability for certain students, like when a certain situation like tends to happen, like let's say something serious like tends to happen, like like sexual harassment or people being creeps and like school shootings and all that too. Usually the school doesn't take like a lot of like the students or like the school doesn't take that much accountability until like it actually happens and that there's much stuff going on too. So do you think like with those stuff like that and even like the education system too, just with like what they're teaching from many generations to what they're not teaching right now, do you feel like those like certain things are kind of like the problems as well, like on how high school is?
Yeah, it's all broken to me, bro. I look at high school and I fucking laugh. Like, my mom, like, she's like, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail. You wasted 12 years of your life doing high school. Bro, I never asked to do 12 years of my life in fucking high school. That's why I've been making music this whole time, bro. Like, I haven't been wasting time. Like, this has not been a waste, if anything. Like, but yeah, all that shit, fucking like in American Horror Story, fucking Tate, he's a school shooter, but all the bitches love him. You know, it's some weird twisted shit, bro. Like, it's some different. We're fucked up. America, especially, everybody's fucked up, but we're dirty, bro.
And yeah, I mean, even like in some situations, like when some students don't take accountability for like certain actions too. Like let's say something serious like rape or like sexual assault or that type of stuff too. I know that you were like pretty vocal like on Twitter, like when I first researched you that all abusers and like rapists should be accountable or something like that too. Like
Yeah, if you fucking abuse women or anything of that nature, you do not support me in any way at all, bro. Fuck that. That's disgusting. I don't get that shit.
and I
Get your
guess
hands off.
yeah. And I guess it's like pretty like still relevant in like high school in a way too, because like with the whole sense of some dudes like being creeps and all that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to like call out like a male student, just for being a creep or something like that?
Yeah. One of my homies in high school, yeah, my like freshman, sophomore year and shit, he would just do fuck shit, and everybody in the gang would be like, "Why are you fucking doing that shit?" And eventually, I don't talk to him no more, but apparently he's coming to terms with himself nowadays. So hopefully he finds his way. But yeah, definitely, I've not as like not a lot. Thank God. I keep my shit tight. Like, I don't really talk to nobody other than like the gang and shit. But yeah, I have one homie that would do some fuck shit, and every time we would all just look at him like, that's the line, bro. Like, come on now. What the fuck are you thinking? Come on.
Yeah.
And yeah, nasty shit, bro. High school is nasty, bro. Fuckers snorting coke off goddamn toilet seats and shit. Fuckers like slipping 20s to smoke blunts in the bathroom and shit. Like, fuckers are fuckers be grimy in high school, bro. Popping shit, sipping, like they don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
They want to experience it, you know?
Yeah, it literally like happened to me, like not happened to me, but I've noticed it in like high school, like way like a lot of years ago. Like I'm 24 actually, so it's kind of
Mhm.
like it is pretty relevant to see like in many cases too, and just knowing that the same generation continues on, like if nothing like ever gets solved, it's gonna be dysfunctional like either way too. So yeah.
Yeah, I really want to help it, bro. That was really like one of my, at the end of Zoolander when that fucker opens his scope, bro.
Yeah.
And that's inspiring, bro. No cap. Like I'm trying to revolutionize shit, bro. Like I'm a fucking alien. I hate this shit. I'm bored. Like I gotta build something. I gotta fucking work on something, bro. Like something bigger, not just music. Like the music's cool, bro. Trust that. This shit helps me live, but like I need something a lot more gratifying than I need to look like my ultimate goal, bro, is to like be a fucking conductor, or not a conductor. What's the word I'm thinking of? The motherfucking orchestra fools.
I think that's conductor actually.
Is
Like
it a conductor? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Shit. Well, yeah, my main like what I wanted, bro. This is how I want life to be. I want to fucking hop on a stage. I don't want to say a single fucking word, bro. I just want to have some red curtains open up behind me and a whole orchestra, and I just sit there and orchestrate that shit. And it's on my head that they're playing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm not singing, but I'm singing through them fucking strings, through that brass, through all that shit. And these motherfuckers slow dancing in the crowd. And then I'll dip out the show and I'll go do whatever else. Go, I don't know. You
Yeah.
know?
I think that could
I
actually work one day
yeah.
too. I mean, there's like trap orchestra too, where various like trap artists like
Yeah,
Chief Keef and like Lil Baby,
that
like
shit hard. Yeah,
yeah,
bro. Yeah, I want to do some shit like that, but not even just that. Like, I love classical music. I love, love, love classical music. Strings and shit. It touches your heart, bro. It's untouchable. Like that shit is soul bending. I love that shit. And orchestra. Have you seen Whiplash before?
yeah. I mean, actually, one of like this most well-known actor I've seen, J.K. Simmons. He
Yeah,
played, I think, Fletcher, like in the
yeah.
movie
He
as
played
well.
Fletcher.
Yeah, and he also played this one of my sort of favorite characters, but more of like my favorite antagonist, like from Schillinger and like Oz. And it's pretty interesting to like how those characters are like very similar, like in a way too, especially with the whole like signature line, not quite like my tempo and all that. Like
Yeah,
it's really interesting.
I love that shit, bro. I need me a Fletcher, bro. Like growing up, everybody's always patted me on the back and shit. Like I didn't have a dad growing up too much. Like, and it's always been like, "Ooh, you're pretty. Life should be easy for you." Fuck no, bro. It doesn't work like that at all, bro. Like I need somebody to throw a fucking chair at my head, bro. Like I try. If I could, I would do it myself. Like I hit myself and shit. Like this shit's fucking. I need something. Bro, I don't know. I'm just really searching for some fucking. I'm searching for something right now, bro. Some deeper drive, some fire. Like just like, I need somebody to walk up on me and just humble my ass, bro. Like just fucking, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Go harder. This shit is not good. You could do a lot better. And I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah. You already know. Let me go make fucking 20 more and let me see. Yeah, okay. But like, then again, I don't give a fuck what people think. I just want that I want that energy, that like fucking, that pulling back, like, oh, bro, fuck you. Watch this. You know what I mean? Like, I need that shit, bro. I've been lacking that a lot. Like, just a challenge, like a fucking challenge, bro. That shit.
I think like in that case you're gonna need like a very like strict like creative director or like manager in a way that could actually do that. Like
Yeah.
a manager or like creative director that doesn't like really care. He'll say like, "Hey, if that shit's trash, that shit's trash. Like do it
Yeah.
again. Like do one take again." And then like, hey, maybe like in the studio, maybe throw like a chair like on the glass, like on
Oh,
the glass.
God, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. That's what I need, fool. Like I need my hands to bleed. I need my feet to bleed. Like I need a fucking chair thrown at me. I need a slap in the face here and there. Like I need to fucking go. I need to feel that shit. Like because it sparks you, bro. Like you get smacked in the face, you're sparked, bro. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. You're up and at 'em. Like that might sound fucked up. Like I got a fucked up head, but I do. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't hide that shit. I need that, bro.
Yeah, and I mean with Fresno, like I think I've done like a little bit of research in Fresno just from what I've seen in like videos and like other research about California. I think it has some like Spanish gangs and all that, like norteños and like sureños. Like how do you feel about the whole like gang culture in like California, like even like towards like Fresno where they have like more like tight like Mexican like gangs?
Bulldogs and all that shit. Yeah, it's gang culture has never appealed to me. I have cousins, family members, friends, shit like that. Do banging, but it's never. It's literally all love, bro. I've never understood it. Like treat others how you would like to be treated. Unless somebody pulls up and fucking kills your mama or some shit, bro. Like I wish that wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? I wish somebody wouldn't kill somebody's mom. I wish somebody wouldn't kill somebody's brother, because then that's just gonna spark a whole nother fucking like I hate guns. I hate all that shit, but I will beat the fuck out of somebody if I need to. Like I won't shoot you, bro. Please don't shoot me. Please let's fight, and then let's see who makes it. Like I don't like gangs. I don't like if you pull up on me, one person, and then you got 8 heads with you, bro, you're a bitch. I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. You could be top dog. I don't give a fuck. Like, nah, one-on-one. Do that shit, bro. Yeah. Put them fists up. Put that fucking gun down. Goddamn.
Yeah, because I know, like, usually with California, when people think about that, like in terms of like hip hop culture, they're gonna think mainly, gang culture, Bloods, Crips, like Norteños, Sureños, Mexican Mafia.
Yeah.
But like, there's like another side that people really don't see, like in the hip hop culture, the alternative like rap style, and then like recently with the whole like SoundCloud alternative trap and like the presence of like No Jumper and everything like that too.
Yeah, everybody, like my folks and I keep blades on us. Like that shit, blades became the new gun and shit, bro. I swear to God, like around when X was popping off and shit, bro. Yeah. Like when X had his first interview on No Jumper, that was like around when I got my first blade from my brother. And then from there, all my homies had blades. Like you gotta stay protected somehow, because someday somebody's gonna fucking test you, bro. Whether like at least it's not a gun. It's still not your fist, but at least it's not a gun, bro. Plus, a blade's a lot more personal. You got to get close, and
Yeah, I know what you mean. How do you feel about like with Adam 22 and like No Jumper? Do you feel like they kind of like paved the way for the whole like ideal of SoundCloud rap, like and like alternative trap in like California and like all around the world, or do you feel like it's been like that for like a while, with other like acts coming to like LA, like Sesh Hollow, like Waterboys, and like members on Goth Boy Click and all that?
Yeah, I think of course, No Jumper, Astari, like Trash, all them motherfuckers, they ran the shit, a few fucking years ago. Now Adam's a sellout. Astari doesn't post none good, in my opinion. Fucking Trash has some. They still going hard here and there. But yeah, bro, they definitely paved the way. But it's time for the new way. You know what I mean? So we're working on it.
Like I mean, because of like Cuff Boys too. Like I know that I think
that boy
like,
Cameron.
Yeah, like they paved the way too. Too. Like even though it's like in Chicago, but I feel like with LA too, I think they have to bring like a whole new like interview wave that will actually like increase like with the underground. Like I know Mascarilla, like they've interviewed like a lot of acts that were from Cali, like especially like with NASCAR Aloe and like Omen X Free and like a lot of other people too.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. It's literally like we've seen it. You know what I mean? Like we've seen it's time. Like it's time for something new. Like it's time for a new No Jumper, a new Mascarilla, a new fucking yada yada, a new Astari. Goddamn, fucking Astari, bro. That shit breaks my heart, bro. Bro used to post the best music to known to man, bro. And now it's just some fucking cheeks, in my opinion. Sure, but yeah, it's definitely we're refreshing, bro. We're scrolling to the top. We're refreshing. Like it's coming back around. It's evolution, bro.
True. I just want to end it off with
Definitely.
the last two questions right here. How do you feel about like the whole like current status of like the both like the mainstream and underground like music scene at the moment? Do you feel that there should be some changes on the direction of how music should be, or do you feel like it's already fine like as it is?
I hope to break fucking, the standard of pop music, and then after that, I hope to fucking burn TikTok to the fucking floor,
Yeah,
and then after that, I don't fucking know, bro. Nah, hey, TikTok is cancer though, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like that shit is horrible. I don't get like it's not unfair in a sense. It's just fucking cheesy, bro. Like you're gonna make this bummy ass little fucking catchy track for all these little white bitches, all these little fucking fools, like just fucking do a little challenge and shit. Where's the fucking heart, dog? Where's the
yeah,
soul? You're just fucking do it. Like I hate when fuckers drop a track, blows up on TikTok, million views, they sign, yada yada, boom, I'm finna make it. No, you're fucking not. You made one banger, blew up on TikTok, and now you're trying to drop more tracks and shit, and they're not fucking good because you're not an artist. You made one good song. Like it's
yeah.
so dumb to me, bruh. I hate it. Like I hate it so much. Like it's all commercial. It's all fucking plastic. Like it's just it's disgusting. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm really itching to bring back like live instruments and shit like that. Like I want to like fuck it up, bro. Like I know live instruments and shit are already a thing, bro, but like I want like a new era of rock, like of MTV, like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I
Like,
want that
yeah.
shit back.
I mean, I
So
think like
hey, fuck
the
TikTok.
problem, yeah, I think like with the problem with TikTok nowadays too, in my opinion, I think there's like three ways. Like one, it's a safe haven for like pedophiles to actually check on like young kids doing
Mm-hmm.
like whatever they can too,
Hey,
and
fuck pedophiles, bro. Fuck y'all, bro. Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah, either way. And I think
Go
also too, um, what else? I think it's like the new Vine now in a way, because with Vine
mm-hmm, definitely.
they've had songs that blew up like crazy too, and then those artists like years later, like Riff Raff with Tiptoeing for My Jordans and like Don't Drop That, Dun Dun Dun, all that type of stuff too. We never
Yeah.
hear from them like ever again, like apart from Riff Raff just doing like his typical like touring and that type of stuff too. I think
Mm-hmm,
like with some of the artists that did blow up on TikTok too, like it's not expected because as you said, like the music doesn't like live up anymore, and
mm-hmm,
I think like that's gonna be the biggest challenge that like a lot of other artists are facing too, because you have to make something that kids are gonna relate to too. Because if TikTok's like main audience is kids and like younger people, like then you're gonna have to make something that appeals to kids too. And I actually did like a little experiment on TikTok to see like what kind of content that they like, and a lot of kids love
mm-hmm.
dark humor in a way too. And those kids, like they're growing up to realize that type of stuff's like the new norm, and
Mm-hmm.
you really don't realize too that innocence is like already like gone out the window either way.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's crazy how fast fuckers are just synced into Fortnite, fucking TikTok. Like it's sad. Like I go to my little cousin's crib because they're jits, you know what I mean? Like they're like 7, 8. So I just try to like, bro, you're playing Fortnite. Fuck no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you're on TikTok. Fuck no. Stop before you get ahead, bro. Please. Like, download Skate 3. You got a skateboard in your fucking garage. Go try to pop a ollie. Like, go run around with your friends. Like, fuck this. Cause I'll walk in the room and that fucker, ever look at this new emote. And it's a TikTok dance on Fortnite. Fuck. Oh my god. I just want to pick that shit up and throw it out the window,
Yeah,
bro. Like that shit breaks my heart.
for
But luckily they learning, bro. They're just like, okay, this shit is fucking whack. So there's a good amount of folks who, you know, don't fall into it, but
yeah,
yeah, it's the bigger amount that does fall into it, which sucks.
yeah,
But it's really just a matter of time, bro. Like you said, yeah, it's the flame. Like it doesn't last that long. It's just one fucking track, like if
yeah,
not two. Like fucking, there's no soul. They see some zeros, they write their name, and then they think it's cool, but
yeah.
Now you can't drop any of your songs unless you run it through a fucking old ass white fucker. Like, nah, bro. What do
Yeah,
you think this is?
and
I'm not doing that.
yeah, and I think like they're over sexualizing like a lot of the younger kids out there too.
Yeah, bro.
And like
Everything is over sexualized.
yeah,
Fucking
especially like with content creation too. Like there's this one incident like where Lottery by K Camp was like released one time, and one girl did the Renegade dance, which was like a young black girl, and then I think several months later, Charlie D'Amello. I'm not big on TikTok. She did the dance too, and it had more views than what the other girl like posted in a way too, and it caused like an uproar like in the whole face of like songs. So I think like when it
Yeah.
comes to like the culture and stealing off of like black creators, it kind of becomes like a problem like here and there too.
Yeah, definitely, bro. That shit's fucked up. Cause a lot of this shit, it's fucking it's fucking black folks and shit, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
indigenous folks. It's fucking that's the home of all this shit, bro.
yeah,
And that's a whole nother conversation though, fool. Cause the my outlook on history and Christopher Columbus and shit, bro. Fuck Christopher Columbus. Fuck Independence Day. Fuck, bro. I don't like America, bro, and I hate that
yeah,
I say that, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that shit, bro. But fuck white America. I hate it, bro. I'm trying to go to New Zealand. I'm trying to go to Greenland, like Iceland. I'm trying to leave, bro, because they don't give respect. They don't pay no respect. They just take. All they do is take, and now we're here. Like now we're broken.
yeah.
What the fuck, bruh?
No doubt,
That
no
shit
doubt.
sucks.
And I think like with Thanksgiving too, like that should be like thrown out the window too, because that was like literally stolen from like a feast that like the Native Americans had that the
Mm-hmm.
Pilgrims actually took. So that could
Exactly, bro.
yeah,
Like it just doesn't make sense to me how we've gotten to this far. I mean, I know definitely we have turned around and gone, hey, wait, what about y'all? Because we're definitely doing that a lot, like these coming generations. But I think they just kept overpowering and making us scared, da 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 da. But so I think we're coming to a little one of these here soon. Something's gonna happen, bro. It has to. We're so tired. Like it's not just me, bro. My dogs are, you are, fucking everybody around the world is tired of this shit, bro. So it's like it's a ticking time bomb. I swear, like it's gonna blow up. Either
no,
way, it's inevitable.
no doubt. Just want to end off like the last question. So since 2021, it's now like a new year. Do you have
Yeah.
like any plans for this year in terms of like music and such? And do you have like any like final words that you would like to say for any creative or any person out there like pursuing their dreams?
Yeah, bro. I've don't stop. Don't listen to your fucking parents. Listen to yourself. Unless your parents are saying, "Hey, you going hard, bro," then yeah, cool. Like if folks are telling you, "Hey, you going hard, bro," cool. Listen. But if they saying, "Hey, you fucking suck, doc," don't listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to your stomach, bro. Like I like that Echo 2K. He part of Drain Gang. He's
Yeah,
got this one lyric. I made a promise to myself, never rest in the hands of nobody else. Like for real. Like I write a contract to yourself, bro. Like make yourself worthy. Know who you are, bro, for real. Cause it's like there's a lot of folks out here that don't know who they are, and then the first cool person they see, they'll try to become, and then they're fucking mid-20s and they're still trying to be that fucker, and they totally forgot about the cool. Like you was already cool. Like it was right under your nose, bro. Like you didn't have to do shit. You just had to expand. Like you come into this world as your own, and you can develop from that. You don't got to look at somebody else and fucking, oh yeah, da 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 da, like da 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 da, steal all their shit, get fucking face tats and shit, get a grill that matches somebody's, like some weird shit, bro. Like wear the same clothes. Bro, I've been wearing old school Vans for as long as I can remember. I just got some PF Flyers hand me down to me like the other month, bro. Feels crazy, but shit's like always humble yourself, bro. But know that you're fucking God, because this is my theory on that. A mother gives birth to a child, right?
yeah,
So that child is the mother, no, in a sense, as well as it is the father. But we're just gonna use the mother for right now. So growing up with Abuela, oh mijo, we are God. God is us. God breathes through us. So a few months ago, I finally understood that shit. I was like, okay, so if God birthed us, then we must, we're God particles. So that must give us the ability of God in a sense, it's right here. It's your fucking brain. Like this shit is God, your heart, your stomach. No, actually, this shit has some reptilian shit in it. There's like a piece of your brain. I've studied the little brain a little bit, bro. But that shit, it's all. This shit is a fucking game. That's literally all I could say, bro. You could like drop dead right now and meet a galaxy, like just nothing but darkness. Like either way, bro, you gotta go hard. Like you gotta. What's the point in working a fucking 9 to 5? What the fuck is the point of that?
Especially
But,
like during this time with COVID.
uh-huh.
I know like in many cases too, like YouTube like might censor this in a way too, but I think with COVID right now and like the pandemic, like people are gonna have like their own thoughts about it. But I think like within censorship of the word or like even awareness too, like a lot of people will get hurt about the idea because it's not from a public health official. But like if you look at it from like a variety of sides, like many people have their own thoughts, their own explanations of like what the virus like would be, like how like a
Mm-hmm.
solution would be, because we don't know
Mm-hmm.
like everything right now too. Like everything is just like under what society has planned. So I know some
Mm-hmm.
people they might be like anti-COVID, some people are like pro-COVID. Like I don't know, like your thoughts about that by any chance on this whole like pandemic going on?
Shit, I just wear a mask.
Yeah.
That's all I have to do, bro. I just wear my mask and I I don't go out. I don't try to go out too much. Like I shoot music videos and then I come home, and when I'm not shooting music videos, I'm eating somewhere. But yeah, just fucking because folks will be like throwing a bitch fit for wearing a mask, bro. But like at the end of the day, whether it saves somebody else's life or not, just think it does, like just fucking have a heart, dog. Like whether it pisses you off to put a little piece of shit on your face or not, like them motherfuckers in Japan been walking around with that shit on them for goddamn who knows, bro. Stop being a bitch. You can
I know
take
what you
that
mean.
shit off when you get
Yeah.
home, bro. That shit just
Honestly,
like
honestly, for me, I just kind of like follow like whatever like has to happen. Like you have to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you have to reduce going out, don't go out as much too. I
yeah.
do feel that like in some cases too, we don't know how everything would work. Like I know the vaccines are still there, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully once everything does like kind of get back to normal too, we'll have like a final like explanation on like how all of this has happened in a way too, because
Yeah, what the
and,
fuck happened?
yeah.
Shit is fucking. I'm just excited to meet some aliens, bro. You saw that like Israeli prime minister or some shit talking about that motherfucker Trump know about them aliens, y'all. I'm finna die, so I'm letting y'all know. Like that's hard.
Yeah,
Cool,
no
bring
doubt.
them on.
Yeah, and
I'm
like
trying to
the
see
whole
it.
like December 21st type thing about like the whole like superpowers thing too. I just kind of like woke up to seeing that tweet on Twitter and I'm like, that's actually a thing, and I'm like, oh wow. I didn't
Yeah,
even
bro. Everybody
realize.
was tweeting about the 21st and shit, bro. But I'm just excited to get because the CIA or some shit like that, they have to drop information within the next 150 or 80 days. So that's cool. It's literally a revolution, bro. Like we're fucking in the history books like right now.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy as fuck. But yeah, I'm working on a lot. I'm working on a sample project. Probably got like 18 tracks on it. I'm working on Willie G P2. I'm working on some shit with the homie Hector Remgos. I'm working on some shit with the homie Oxy, hella music videos, yada yada, all that good shit. Yeah, man.
All right.
Fucking doing my shit.
True, true.